You know that feeling, you're familiar with it all along. It might have come through a different experience this time, but in essence of it, you know that feeling so freaking well. You're familiar with it. And you know that here we come again. Here is the show starts again, all over again. After all those years, after everything that I've done, after everything that I've gone through, da-di-da-di-da, but here we go again. I am at this place that I'm so freaking afraid to find myself experiencing again. You feel like a failure, you feel like a loser, you feel like you lost it again, you feel like, again I get into the same trap. You feel so disappointed with yourself. Acknowledge that. Every one of you who land into this video, I individually welcome you from the deep bottom of my heart, because I know that you landed into this video because you've gone through something traumatic, tragic in your life, or it feels like it is big and traumatic in your life, and because of that you can't just sit still, you can't just go out, you can't just eat, you can't sleep, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to think, and you feel like you're so trapped, you feel like you're almost like feel like dying. You know that it's not dying, but it feels like it's dying. So that's why you land into this video. So we will go through this process together. I've been there many times, and what I will share with you into this video will give you a will put you in a totally different state than the beginning of this video. Then you started to watch this video, you'll find yourself in a completely different state, and this is going to give you a strong base for you to build upon anytime and every time, and this time when you are going through something traumatic or like big in your life next time. So let's start. First of all, please know that you're not alone. Please know that all of us, every one of us, is going through certain things. We all go through and feel these very hard feelings within ourselves, almost like a stone kind of like pressed into our heart. Just we can't breathe, we can't just move, we can't think clearly, we just feel lost. As I said in the beginning of this video, we feel like it's dying, but actually it is not. So I've been there many times, and I've come clean out of these things many times before as well. So I want to give you quick tips to go through these processes. One thing is, just go out and try to move your body. Walking is a very good therapy, especially in those moments, especially you can't think clearly, especially you don't know how to navigate, especially you don't know what to think, you don't want to think anything, you don't want to journal anything, you just don't want to talk to anyone, you don't want to even be with yourself, but just do something, and you want someone, some invisible hand to come and pick this feeling from deep within yourself and just clear it for you. If you are in this state, I highly recommend you to just go out. No matter if it's raining, no matter if it's cold, no matter if it's like so hot outside, no matter your hair looks like so messy, no matter if your eyes looks like so teary, it doesn't matter. Just get your phone, get your headphones, and go out and walk. Just move your body. And while you're walking, you can listen to some videos or some podcasts, or we all have certain belief systems. We all have some favorite go-to people on social media, or it could be some people in our life. If you feel like calling one of them, you can, but just be mindful that you're not dragging yourself into these downward spiral even more by talking to people and perpetuating the events or talking about, repeating about what has happened. Just be mindful of that. But if you know that there are people, go to people in your life that will not allow you to go into this downward spiral, you can talk to them. But in the first moments, in the first hours and stuff, I suggest you not to do that, but instead go to places, videos like this, or videos that had worked for you in the past that you know. You can go and listen to them. You may know that certain people, certain codes, certain phrases from the books that you already underlined before that will never fail you when you read them. You may go and check them as well, so that it will give you some confirmation. It will give you some confirmation that this is just a blurred judgment that you have, the rush of emotions and all that you're going through. It's gonna be all right. You know that deep down that it's gonna be all right, but it is so hard for you to get yourself out of it because it's so hot in this moment. You know that you just cannot. You know that what you're doing is not helpful, but you can't just get yourself out of it. You can't see clearly, and in those moments, I suggest you to listen to these videos, listen to these people that you know that they never let you down on YouTube or whatever. While you're walking, if you feel like listening to those things just to get some more confirmation that everything's still working out for you. Life is there not to judge us or makes us suffer, but it is there for us. We're a part of it. We're still protected and guided. If you need some reassurance, just walk and listen to these type of contents. Number 2, you finished your walk. Maybe you walk kilometers and kilometers and kilometers. Sometimes it just happens to me. I just walk 5, 6, 7, 10 kilometers. I realize that I feel so tired now. I feel like my legs are hurting. I still want to walk. My body still wants to walk, but I know that it's not gonna help me, but it's gonna hurt me if I continue doing that. So I know that it is time for me to go in or change what I'm doing. Sometimes certain activities, it may help us, like walking is a beginning, but then we know that it is also a trap that's keeping us stuck at certain energetic circulations, that it becomes like a trap as well, that we use it to avoid, that we use it to hide what we're really going through. So we use, let's say, walking to avoid those feelings that we want to deal with. And if we are at the same time listening to certain videos and stuff while we're still walking, that type of content will definitely put us into a different type of mindset, which is initially helpful. But if we keep going it, we will know that it's not helping anymore. It is hindering us. So that's why we need to know when to stop and change and move on into the next activity. So let's say that you somehow realize that you're so tired, your legs are tired, your body and your system is crying for you to just stop or whatever, then stop. If you feel like stopping and sitting outside, fine, just do that. But I know that I think you may not be able to do that as well. So you always constantly probably want to be on the move, onto going into the next and the next and the next. Hopefully you will get out of this feeling that you're avoiding, that you're wanted to escape from. So probably you won't be able to do that. So what I suggest you to do is to go inside, change that, leave that activity behind, go inside and then go and have a shower. Go and allow your body to be touched and cleansed by the water. Just go under the water. Either you can have a bath, but you can take a shower as well. Just go and have a shower, cleanse yourself. Cleanse and know that no matter what has happened, now you are going to, just deal with it. I'm not gonna say change it, but you're gonna deal with it. You're gonna get your power back through certain things. You're not gonna go and do some like action and just rush into changing it, but we are going to get into a next phase in our journey, no matter where we are. So this cleansing is just like a very good preparation for that state. So just go cleanse yourself, get rid of the things, and know that you're changing from one state to another. After you have this like jogging and walking, and after you like accumulated these like knowledges and the confirmation from the contents that you go from your go-to contents, now you need to give yourself and your body a single signal that you are now going to go into another state, which is going to be more calmer, which is going to be more surrenderish type of state. So you're getting prepped for that by having a shower. And now you've finished the parts of this experience that you engage with your body. You walked, you had a shower, and then you get into a space ideally that you are by yourself, you're not disturbed by other people, that you can have some alone time by yourself, a safe space. And then you acknowledge how you feel without any judgment and without any hiding. If you feel like so upset, angry, if you feel like fear that you might lose something, that something may not be the same again, or you feel like so angry, you feel like suffering, you feel so heavy, or whatever it might be, just acknowledge that, but know that and recognize that you know that feeling so well. That's why it is so hard, because you feel like a failure, you feel like a loser, you feel like you lost it again, you feel like, again I get into the same trap. You feel so disappointed with yourself. Acknowledge that and allow your body to react to it. Do you want to cry? Let it loose. Let it all go. If you want to feel like, maybe you feel so angry or whatever, if because of as women we feel like crying most of the time, but it could be like something that you're crying and angry at the same time, or your body may want to jump. So if this is what it's coming to, you just jump. If it feels like you're just going like this, you just do. Or your body might be like bringing some sounds out, it just or things like that. Just do it. Follow what your body wants you to do. Yeah, we said we've just finished the body parts, but now we are getting into a deeper body parts and body movements associated with your feelings. You're just leading your body to do the leading. In the first two activities, like showering and walking, we have triggered those activities with the hope that it will help our state to change. But now we're allowing those movements to allow our body to actually guide us through the lens of the emotions that we're going through. So we're asking, I feel angry, I feel like, I'm disappointed, same old, same again. I mean, I'm like, these people, they did me wrong. Again, me, the same story, just cry it out. Get angry, upset, move your body, shout out or whatever. Just release it. And just as in the same activity, after a while, probably you feel so tired. You really felt tired, and then your body will slowly, when it gets rid of this excess, like, you know, stuck emotion within your body, then it will come into equilibrium slowly and slowly, and then you can make the thinking with your sane, logical thinking mind, which is your masculine part, because you allow all this flow, all this feminine side in emotions and all come to and through you almost, and move you, and you let it all out, shout it all out, and then you release that. You hopefully finish that part as well, because again, you're listening to your body, and your body says that I'm tired, I'm freaking tired, I can't just cry anymore, I can't just shout anymore, I can't move anymore, I can't even get angry anymore, I can't cry anymore, that's enough. So we accepted all these emotions, the raw emotions. Whatever it came up, it came up. Maybe there were even certain things that, certain feelings that you haven't met before. You didn't know that it was associated with that event before, and you realized them and you observed them in a raw form. And then we will get into another state that we will acknowledge again our emotions, but not the raw, like organic ones, or like in a very raw and organic way as they come up. But this time we will use our masculine logical thinking mind, and then we acknowledge them through the lens of our logical thinking mind. And we will say to ourselves that, as we've identified in the beginning, here we go again, I know that feeling. This is actually a big awareness as well. Sometimes people have lost their awareness so wildly that they can't even see the same patterns, same feelings come up for themselves, but they think that, oh, all these experiences are making them feel, you know, those certain feelings. They think that every time it's different, but most of the time it is this one familiar, very close to ourselves kind of feeling. Very close, but at the same time very distant, because we don't even want to see it. And we acknowledge that, and we surrender to it. And we realize that you are again. So I really see you and understand that in order for me to get to where I want to go, because it's obvious that there is something that I want for myself other than what I am going through at this moment. So I acknowledge that in order for me to get through to where I want to go, I need to deal with you first. Either I will, you know, accept you and, you know, integrate you as another part of myself. Either I'll just find a way to deal with it and just you become a very natural part of myself that I accept and attain somehow, or whatever it is. But in order for me to get to where I want to go from where I am at this moment, I need to deal with you once and for all, for good. I acknowledge that. I can't escape from you because you're so clever, you're like so part of myself that no matter where I go, no matter what kind of experiences that I go through in life, there you are. You are here again. So I thank you. I thank you to be there, even though it is so hard to deal with you and face with you. Thank you very much for being here. It's almost like you are a key to where I want to go in my life. We should know that whatever we want to get, whatever we want to reach, we should know that, okay, I understand, I accept the fact that with this last drop that I have to accept you, I have to deal with you, I have to embrace you. This feeling that I just hate to find myself come back and back and back in time and again. I have to deal with you first. Thank you. Because I know that probably I'm so close to where I want to go. That's why you're coming up again so strongly, maybe even stronger than ever before. But I accept you because you are the key to all my desires. I first have to integrate you to get to where I want to be. Okay, now we've gone through all these parts. We might have, you might even start to feel way different than you started. So, because this is a very quick boost, this is something that that's here to keep you going. Okay, so this last step is to get you going with your day. If you had to go and attend a meeting, meet people, you'll do it. I mean, despite the fact that you've gone through all these things, you still be able to go and deal with other people and continue eat. You continue go make it to your bed and had a good night's sleep, because you'll deal with it next morning. But at this moment, what you need to do is you need to continue living your life by compartmentalizing everything that has gone through, everything that you've gone through. You still need to be able to depend on yourself to maintain your life. You need to give this reassurance to yourself that you are there for yourself. This is actually the whole idea of this quick process, to get yourself going, to get into to create this base foundation for you to build upon, to deal with this familiar feeling that you identified during this process, and you shaked hand with it, and you said that I'm gonna deal with it I'm gonna deal with you now at this time better than ever before, because I have better things and desires in my life that I want to do. So that is why you made a promise to yourself. Now you know, no matter what happens, you can depend on yourself. You are here and there for yourself, and no matter what happens, you'll be there for yourself as well, because anything can change in a blink of an eye in life, because we know that what the things that we want, or the states that we want to reach, or the things that we want to change in ourselves, in our lives, be it emotional, be it like tangible or whatever, they don't take time, they just take alignment, energy alignment. Knowing that it is very important for us to know that anything can change, but first we need to maintain our alignment. And we cannot maintain our alignment with the things that we want to reach by carrying this fear, this unacknowledged feeling within our life that, you know, shouting to us that deal with me, consider me, take me into consideration, accept that part of yourself, accept that fear that you've been carrying for years and years. So in order for us to reach for higher visions for our lives, we first of all need to know how to maintain that trust within ourselves and with ourselves in life, to ensure that no matter what happens, no matter how bad we feel, no matter how angry, upset that we feel, we still have the control of our life. We are still the number one operating power in our life. Things can change. But we have to create the change. We need to ignite the change. Nothing will come and change magically in ourselves. No one's gonna come and rescue us. The mirror cannot change. We have to change. No matter how hard, no matter how miserable that we feel at this moment, no matter how it seems hard to change, hard to deal with, hard to turn a page, we need to know that we have to do it, because we are here. If you land onto this video, you're here to do bigger things in life, and you need to integrate every clue that universe is sending into your way as a key to unlock your next level. And we can't just hide under the blankets for, you know, if you want to do it, if our body needs it, yes we can, we need to do, we should not ignore this, but we can't just hide under the blankets for like even a week is long for me, but of course, I mean, I haven't, maybe I haven't like, I mean, I don't want to imagine, but I just losing someone like dear, I mean, kind of like dealing with death in our lives, maybe it might be totally different. I have no experience on that, so I can't give advice on that. But other than that, even for me, staying inside the bed for like whole week, perpetuating all these like, you know, feelings and all, it's like waste of to our essence and why we are here and what we are here to do on this earth, on this in this lifetime. So be mindful of these traps that perpetuate those like familiar feelings. Calling a friend and talking the issue again and again and again. What happened? Who said this? What happened? How you felt? Or like if you have these kind of numbing type of addictions like alcohol or like, I don't know, excessive smoking, weeds and stuff. I mean, it could be anything for you, but even you'll know that in essence that these are not helping you. These are just like for the week, it just helps you forget about what's going on in your life. Even like going out, meeting with friends, for one day it's okay, but the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day, without attending to this issue, if you're going out or like overworking, compensating, like, you know, because you don't want to deal with the things in your life, you just work so that you will not have enough space for you to consider what's going on in your life. So be mindful about overdoing things. You will know deep within yourself. For 1 day, 2 days, for just change of scenery, you can meet friends outside. It's okay. You can go shopping. It's okay as well. But the more, as long as you won't deal with this feeling, your body will drive you to repeat the things that you've done the next day. It could be like weeping the whole day, you know, being under the blanket the whole day, or like going out without like not having awareness for shopping the days and days after the event, like talking to friends on the phone so you will know which behaviors are not really helping you to grow and evolve towards your desires and dreams. Anything can change. You have the change. You are the change. You have the power. You have the key to change. But we really need to make sure that these basics are in place, and we have this awareness of the detrimental behaviors that we need to avoid in the first couple of hours to days to weeks. And then I have a video that deals with the long-term like change. Either it's gonna be already out there, or it will come on YouTube depending on when you are listening to this video. But these are the fundamentals. I hope you already feel better than you have started to see this video. It always helps me, depending on myself, knowing that I have the power, knowing that no matter what happens, I am here to help myself and to be with myself. So hope that you also, a little bit after you see this video, maintain that balance, healthy balance and trust with yourself for the big days and the better days, and they start now. They all start from here and now. So I'll see you in the next video. Please take care. Love you all.